It was a rainy Thursday night in downtown Chicago, and most diners had already cleared out of the high-end French restaurant Maison de Lumière. The waiters were wrapping up their shifts, clearing Hoffiton steaks and empty wine glasses from linen-covered tables. That's when she appeared, soaked from head to toe, hair plastered to her forehead, clothes torn at the edges. She hesitated at the entrance, eyes scanning the room, not with hunger, but with deep uncertainty. Excuse me. She whispered to the hostess. Her voice was nearly drowned by the soft jazz playing overhead. I'm not here to dine. I was just wondering if there are any leftovers. Something you might be throwing out. The hostess frowned, unsure how to respond. Before she could say anything, a man seated alone in the corner, hidden behind a copy of the Financial Times, quietly folded his paper and watched the exchange. The girl's name was Emily, 24, once a promising art student. Her world had unraveled after her mother died unexpectedly, leaving her with hospital bills, rent arrears, and no family to fall back on. She'd been homeless for nearly 6 months now, couch surfing when possible, sleeping under bridges when not. Pride kept her from begging. But tonight, hunger had won. The hostess shifted uncomfortably. I'm sorry, miss, we can't. Bring her here. The voice cut in calm, deep, and commanding. The man stood, tall, dressed in an unassuming charcoal suit, with salt and pepper hair and eyes that looked like they'd seen both fortune and fire. His name was Richard Langston, a self-made billionaire known for owning half of Chicago's luxury properties and tech startups. But tonight, he was just a man eating alone, or so it seemed. Emily hesitated. I didn't mean to cause trouble. You didn't, he said gently, pulling out a chair. Sit. You're not getting leftovers. You're having dinner. With me. She froze. Was this a joke? A trap? But the warmth in his eyes felt real, and the pain of emptiness in her stomach overruled the doubt. She sat, slowly, her hands trembling slightly as the waiter returned with new plates, not scraps, but steaming fresh entrees. They ate in silence for a few minutes, until Richard finally asked, "What's your story?" Emily hesitated, then something about the kindness in his voice, the complete lack of judgment, made her speak. She told him everything. About her mom, her dreams of being an artist, how she tried to hold down 2 jobs before both companies closed, and how life had slowly, mercilessly, chipped her down to this moment. Richard listened without interrupting. Not once did he check his watch or glance at his phone. When the meal ended, she stood awkwardly. Thank you, she whispered, for this. I won't forget it. He looked at her for a long second, then reached into his pocket and pulled out a business card. Come to this address tomorrow at 10 a.m. Bring any artwork you still have. Emily's eyes widened. Why? I run a foundation, he said simply. We fund underrepresented artists. But more importantly, I think you have something the world needs to see. Emily arrived, unsure, skeptical, but clutching a worn portfolio. The security guard, expecting her, escorted her up to the 21st floor of the Langston building. Inside a sunlit conference room, 4 curators and gallery owners stood waiting. Richard nodded at her, silently encouraging. She showed her work, charcoal sketches of city life, oil paintings inspired by the loneliness of crowds, the beauty in broken things. For the first time in months, she felt like someone again, not a stray, not a beggar, an artist. Afterward, one of the curators pulled Richard aside. Her work, it's raw, powerful. Are you sure she's no one? Richard smiled faintly. She's someone now. Emily's first exhibition, Leftovers of the Soul, opened in one of Chicago's most respected galleries. Her pieces sold out within hours. In her opening speech, she spoke not of technique or fame, but of a dinner. A man gave me more than a meal that night, she said to a crowd of critics and collectors. He gave me back my dignity, my future. All because, instead of turning away from the girl asking for scraps, he saw a story worth hearing. Sometimes, the smallest acts ripple farthest. Emily had asked for leftovers, something to help her survive one more night, but Richard had given her a seat, a voice, and a reason to dream again. And as Richard stood at the back of the gallery, watching her shine, he realized something too. Kindness isn't charity. It's recognition. It's reminding someone they matter. And in that moment, both lives were changed. Not just hers, but his too.